find out what we can do to help this community. A few of the things she's saying here today is correct. We are going from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. However, we did discuss the proxy, and they have the proxy over in Village 9. She said she would be considering putting it over here. However, she's not sure if she can get it done by February. I think we have in place the fact that we already sent out notices to all the community for their bills and what have you. That's already in place. That proxy should be handled the very same way, and February shouldn't be an issue. The other thing I was a little surprised about was when I asked her about debt collection. She told me that ACR and their community worked together to get rid of the debt. They did not sell their debt. Today you said that it's done exactly the same way as over here. So I'm a little bit confused about that. I don't want to lose my time, so you can explain it when I'm finished. As far as the the debt collection that we're having here, I know there's a lot of people here not compassionate about other people not paying their dues. There are always people that are not going to pay their bills. That happens in life. However, no one should lose their home for homeowners' dues. They should not. And there is a way to handle it. When the people are calling now to handle it, they are being referred to whoever the debt collector is. That debt collector puts them on hold or tell them they call back, and before you know it, at $600 per call, they're up to $9,000, $5,000, and $6,000. I'm getting calls every day on the email saying, please help me, I'm trying to pay it, they won't accept the money from me. We now have Wright, the attorneys Wright, Christopher Wright and Stephen over here trying to help these people get this debt paid, and also having payment plans set up so they can pay it. So a lot of this debt could be taken care of if they just let the people pay it. And people need to be compassionate. People have had cancer. People have had issues where they've lost their jobs. You have to have some kind of compassion. It's not $2 million worth of people that's going through these things. There's a few people that have those problems. So we need to help those people instead of letting them use their homes. There is a way. The other thing I asked her was if she would get a certified count of how many properties Avatar has in this community. They keep saying they have 1,500 plus in each village, and therefore they're voting them. I want a certified letter on the amount of properties they have here, and I also would like to know where exactly Village 4 is, and also who owns Village 6. We have been asking this question over and over again, and we have not gotten an answer. Thank you very much.
Answer the question.
Sabine Ahmad Bacchus.
Where is Village
Sabine Ahmad.
Gordon, I'm okay with one. I'd like to, the question that asked about this gentleman who speak about Poinciana as a town. My friend, if Poinciana should be a town, you got to pay for the sheriff, the hospital, you wouldn't be able to pay for it. I'm telling you this because we go through this along with the elected officials and they explain everything to me. Now, what I'm appealing to the board, this board here, to resuscitate the way you guys keep meeting. A board meeting should be a board meeting. And then it should be a board meet the public. And if we work together to solve the problem of developing the area instead of criticize each other, it is not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. I have been sitting from many times and come to board meeting, people have problems. Nobody seems to look at the problems. I have to get it, go and beg other people for not the board member. A particular board member told me to meet him at the APV office. He would solve a problem for me. It never solved. I have to stoop down and go to other people to solve the problem. We are not going anywhere, my brothers and sisters. If we're going to build a community, I came from Brooklyn. And if we're going to build a community, we got to work together. Forget where we come from. And put hands and hands and work together. We are not perfect. We have 10 fingers, it's not, all 10s are not equal. And I'm appealing again to you guys, is that forget your ego and let's sit together and talk and convince each other. Ronald Reagan said that. We must convince our opponents to get them to work on our side. He never said, go Gorbachev, you did this, you did that. No, he said, tear it down, tear the wall down, tear the wall down. And this is what I would do. When somebody went to speak, everybody just jump and say, no, let them speak. Right? And when, hold on, I'm speaking, hold on. I listen to you afterwards, I'm speaking. But when you know something is wrong, there are times that you can talk to people. Soft words. Get other people involved. Brothers and sisters, get other people involved. Get the negative involved. There are many people who want to come to this meeting. And you know what they tell me? I'm afraid because it's a tear-down meeting. Forget it. Let us work together. I'm appealing to you guys to work together. The only way we could build APV and the community to make it best in the country, to work together. We are not perfect. The managers are not perfect, but they can be talked to. You can talk to them, not yell at them. Thank you.
There was a person that submitted, Sir, please.
Sir, you're out of order.
Chiofas. Is there someone here by the name of Chiofas? Yes.
And I'm not too sure that I need a mic. Blue it is. Right. I would like to find out from this board when and if they're going to have an annual general meeting. Did he say for what? Who said that?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, well, Peter Mouchard. When and if you're going to have an annual general meeting? Is the manager going to answer that or who? February what date? Why? Don't you realize that people have to work? How can you hold a meeting at 9 in the morning when people have to go to work, some people at 7? This meeting should be held in the afternoon or evening. And then you come here and just 5 or 6 of you pass a silly agreement and impose it on everybody. I have known times when this organization had annual general meetings.
They don't want workers to show up.
That's right.
Last February.
People at work.
You are talking about board organizations. How many boards have organizations? I am in Valley Tree. I don't know of any organization. And how many of the boards have an organization with members and voting and that type of thing? We depend upon the general operation when we elect these directors. And we expect them to represent us and stand up for us as owners. Because without owners, you wouldn't even have a board.
No, they think they own it.
The term of office. What is the term of office of this board? And when is the next election? What was your term?
On the master board 1 year.
All right, I hope enough members and owners have heard February. Do you have a date in February?
Second Tuesday.
Time.
7 a.m.
We'll be there.
That concludes the members' open comments. The last item on the agenda is to adjourn. Do I have a motion to adjourn? All right, do I have a second? All right, all those resident directors in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? Name be known. Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries.